Today's tutorial is all about how to make your own gilding wax. Gilding wax is a soft metallic wax that's used to add a subtle metallic finish to furniture, home decor, or other craft projects. To make your own gilding wax, you need some beeswax pellets. I prefer using the white ones, but you can always use the natural colored beeswax pellets if you prefer. I'm using 1/4 cup of beeswax and I'm placing it in a tin can. I like to gently squish the sides of the can to create a spout, making it easier and less messy when we need to pour it out later. We're going to place the tin can in a saucepan filled with boiling water. I recommend using a saucepan that's just slightly bigger than the tin can to prevent it from tipping over and spilling as we heat it up, melting those beeswax pellets. If you have a crock pot, you can always use that, or a double broiler, whatever you use to melt your wax. The beeswax pellets have completely melted, and you really want to be careful because it's a hot wax. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of that 100% mineral oil. You can find this at your local hardware store or on Amazon. I'll add a QR code here, or you can also find the link down in the description below. We're adding the mineral oil to help thin out that beeswax, making it easier to apply and giving that gilding wax a smooth, spreadable consistency. Now we'll stir the beeswax and the mineral oil together. You'll notice that it starts to solidify as the mineral oil cools down the wax, so make sure to mix quickly and fully incorporate both ingredients. Now I've got a small glass container. I actually picked these up at the dollar store and they're perfect for storing these DIY waxes, so I always have a few on hand. Let's pour that wax mixture into the glass container, and now it's time to add our mica powder. Mica powder is a fine mineral-based powder that adds shimmery metallic finish to your DIY projects. It's commonly used in paints, waxes, and crafts to give a reflective sparkle and shine. You can find it on Amazon or at your local craft store. I'll put the QR code here and the links down below in the description. Now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of gold metallic mica powder. This will give a beautiful gold shimmer to our DIY projects once this gilding wax recipe is finished. Now work quickly to prevent the wax from setting. Stir that mica powder into the beeswax and mineral oil using a skewer or a craft stick to make sure that it's fully incorporated. You can adjust the amount of mica powder you add depending on how much shimmer you want. If you want a more subtle shimmer like I do, use less. But if you want more intense gold finish, just add more powder to your mixture until you get the desired effect. It's easy to customize your gilding wax. Here's the finished gilding wax. It's that easy. Now I'm going to show you how it applies. I have this distressed white frame and I'm just going to add a light touch of gold shimmer to it. Before using that gilding wax though, be sure to set it aside and let it firm up. It might take about an hour. To apply the gilding wax, I like to use a rag and gently wipe over the areas where I want a little shimmer. For this ornate frame, I'm focusing on those detailed features. Since it's a wax, you'll want to apply it and then buff it out. And as you buff, you're going to start to see that beautiful shimmer start to show through. It's always a good idea to test the gilding wax on a small, inconspicuous area first to make sure you're happy with the amount of shimmer before applying it to the whole piece. It's always great to find DIY recipes like this that you can make yourself, saving money instead of having to buy expensive store-bought products. And here's the finished frame. You can see it just has a nice subtle shimmer. It's not overpowering, but it really enhances the details. It's so much fun experimenting with thrift store finds using this recipe, and I definitely recommend giving it a try. That's it for today's gilding wax tutorial. It's simple, affordable, and it's a way to add beautiful shimmer to your projects without spending a fortune. I hope this inspired you to give it a try on your next DIY piece. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And if you love this video, I'm sure you're going to love either of these next two. Take care.